the thing, but we will just gonna continue for at least an hour. But if it keeps crashing, then it doesn't make much sense, and we are going to go to I take a break, and I will resume this very game day after tomorrow, I think. There will be an announcement on the stream, on the YouTube, I think, and under the stream in that chat thing window. Right, what are we... So yes, definitely going for... now, the question is, World War is about to start in a week, so... well, in 70 days, right? Well, not quite. And I actually wasted quite a lot of time on my focus because I was busy with that and forgot to pause. But we will try to squeeze Yugoslavia before, like, once they go to war, but before, Yugoslavia goes and, gets chummy with someone. So we're just gonna rush this because I'm not sure I can justify. I don't think I have any claims on them already, do I? Yeah, so let's just rush that, because if I conquer them, then I won't be able to finish this march to this shore one, and this way I won't be able to continue all the way to, reclaim the empire. So I'm going for that. Do you have any nations you would really like to get focus trees? Well, I don't know. Well, definitely Spain and China. So that would be my biggest two. Besides that, perhaps Turkey, Greece, things like that would make sense. Perhaps with Iraq and Iran, but yeah, definitely China and Spain would be my top two. And I would say that Poland needs its tree remade, and to some extent I think Germany as well. Yeah. Alright, so I already mentioned that, but we are now building some mountain troops. Well, by some I mean 24 divisions. So our plan is now to to finish the land grab of all land grabs and try to sneak into Yugoslavia before they join any faction. Yeah, I mean, Polish tree is just silly. Like I mean, they went for Międzymorze as a faction, right? Which makes sense, but it definitely doesn't make sense for it to be. I mean, it's between the seas. So having an alliance with Baltics makes no fucking sense whatsoever, because the historically that would be between this sea and Adriatic or Black Sea. That was supposed to be an alliance of the Central European nations, not with the Baltics. So that doesn't really make sense. In a way, that's kinda late here, because you can get a faction that is basically an alliance with Poland, but that again doesn't make much sense alone, because you can simply just go with allies and you are in an alliance with both Poland and all the other allies. So. But I guess that's for the non-historical playthroughs. So. Alright, rant over. March to the shore. Let's see how that goes. There is no small chance that they will, for example, join Axis, and yeah, that would be bad, or that they would join allies, so that wouldn't be too great either. But oh well, shall see. I think I'll just max this out and get -5. How much is it? -5%. That's actually quite a lot. Yeah, so let's get the tungsten. Well, well, the thing is that once the war starts, we will need, we won't be able, I think, to get things from Portugal, because they wouldn't, our trade won't be able to go through Italy and then France, so we'll need to reassign that. Oh yeah, yeah, like, yeah, releasing Ukraine, not a bad idea either, like, ability to like reconquer like old Commonwealth territories and actually release like Belarus, Lithuania, like one or both, like the two, and Ukraine, and makes this kind of alliance. Yeah, probably it could be fairly interesting, but I don't know. That's a bit, you know, out there in this setting, really. So probably not the top priority. More like a thing for the mods. Resources in Ukraine. I don't think there are. Well, actually, there's some oil and some aluminum, and of course there is steel in Kharkov, because steel is, of course, representing both iron and coal, as is the parts of steel. So that makes sense. Poland refuses German ultimatum. This is a grave situation. It really is, because we kind of wanted those territories here, and now it will be problematic. At least I hope Zog submits to Italy. I hope that the tensions will go to... Oh! Oh! So, because we kinda sped it all up, they haven't guaranteed Poland yet. That's interesting. Huh. Well, this... Well, it won't change much, because they are going through around Maginot, which means they will attack Belgium, which is guaranteed, but yeah, that's weird. Which, once again, so I kind of hope that once the World War actually properly starts, this will be 50%. But it is not, so once again, march to the short makes little sense. Yeah, we are wasting a lot of focuses around here. And we go for research slot. Still cannot justify Wargle. What are we researching again? Right, all the production things. Let's get more oil. Well, only from yeah, we have some problems in accessing oil. Perhaps we'll try to sneak in Romania too, because without it, it will be tough. Alright, so Luxembourg, unify the government. Alright, yeah, World War II starting properly. Italy drained the Axis, Netherlands drained the Allies. Right, production, definitely building 3 here. Other places where we would want to build infrastructure yet. Not quite. I mean, could in Bohemia. Not really. I mean, no, I think there is no point now. We'd need at least 5 factories for it to be worth it. So, let's just start building in places that already have a high and already have high infrastructure. Okay, Poland joined allies. Alright, so we can start justifying a war goal. It's gonna take a while. Actually, has everyone joined already? I think let's wait. I think the Commonwealth nations haven't. Oh, no. Okay, everyone's in, so it won't get any better. They claimed state. Okay, 100 days. That's better. You cannot justify 2 at once, right? Because that's gonna be expensive. Yeah. Let's see if they will be guaranteed. They are not yet. Warsaw. Yeah, still saving political power. Can we license something? We cannot. Someday. Oh, let's see how China is doing. I'm getting that. Well, it's sort of historical, I guess. How is the war actually? Like, what are the losses? Yeah, so losses are pretty much dead even. I don't think Japan is. I don't think Japan will be winning this one anytime soon. And they still have 1.5 million manpower. Oh, right, this is a new thing that you can see that their manpower. Of course, as always, allies start with no manpower to speak of, and Germany with quite a lot. Right, construction, advanced machine tools. Wow, okay, we are building excessive amounts of infantry. I think we haven't really researched anything useful. It's just by useful I mean any things, so to speak. We've just been increasing our ability to build shit, but no new shit. And that's a quite peculiar situation. We basically need to rush Belgrade and we're good. Any guarantees yet? Nope. Good. And definitely want Romania next. DLC tapas in the sun. Yeah, Spain, Portugal. Well, I'm not sure about Portugal, but Spain, Greece, and Turkey would be a nice addition. It's silly that they haven't like included Bulgaria of all things. Like, if you are already doing that, you might as well. Although not a big deal. But yeah, Spain, Greece, Turkey would be nice. Yeah, probably like instead of Portugal, Bulgaria would be the better choice, I think. All right, so what? Well, we definitely want motorized. So let's just get that over with. Although, what are our research options? Because I haven't actually. So, mobile warfare doctrine. Okay. Uh, Bonus for motorized, so that can be later used to get like hospitals and shit. So that's not a problem. Because well, getting there would take a while. Home defense, ground battle plan doctrine. Okay, so I haven't actually looked into that, but it seems that our focus actually puts us either in the ground battle plan or mobile warfare doctrine, which kind of makes sense. Mm, joint tank procurement, that should be interesting. So yes, we'll go with motorized, and yeah, I think we'll continue with air doctrine. Although, yeah, we kind of need the guns, so that will have to wait. So let's get better artillery and better guns. hmm Yes, we'll just continue this way. Well, apparently, wow, additional industry bonus. Let's see. Thing is that we'll kind of waste that on excavation, I'm afraid, because it's a long way to go till 41, although we can probably just do those two ahead of time. I mean, excavation would be nice in our situation, but do I have music turned on off? Well, I have it pretty low, and for whatever reason, it's uh, okay. You know what? I will boost it a little bit. Here you go. I mean, I like the Hearts of Iron 4 music, but if I play too much, it's just getting annoying. So, uh, all right, yeah, we'll just use it to go ahead of time with those two. Oh, okay, so they move things along a little bit. Still not. In my test playthroughs with max sliders, they usually just done a shitloads of naval invasions and called it a day. But yeah. Yeah, not doing so great. Although frankly, can I start? Okay, I will actually send some. I don't think I can because okay, I would actually send like 20,000 because I have way too many. But I don't think that there will be a way for them to actually reach. Let's see. Kind of I like the Japan to bleed out a little bit. I still have like after sending 2,000, I still have 20,000. I still have 36,000. So yeah. Okay, set location here. This is gonna be a next one more army, and we don't really have many generals, do we? Color. Let's go yellow. What this one should probably just to be sure. Well, actually, we have such a huge border with Germany that if they go to war with us, we are screwed. So I know. Still, let's do it this way. well, not really screwed, because, I mean, we'll just move all the units there, but it wouldn't be easy. Let's see. Okay, we have right. We need more of the support brigades as well. Anti-tank guns. Yeah, we yeah, really behind of actually unlocking equipment. Someone said that the miners aren't really getting behind on research. Not quite. Not quite the case. So, United Kingdom actually landed in Szczecin. Interesting. Motorized now. Actually, how long would it take to... well, we need both. Actually, I should have probably, instead of upgrading those... Nah, let's leave it as it is. Modified government. Well, I'm definitely more staffed for research than I'm for factories, am I? That's, well, of course, that's partially my fault for rushing, I guess, one additional research here, so the one additional focus here, but still, I mean, it's quite difficult here. Well, so thankfully I should get that in a few researches. Yeah, I guess. I mean, how else do you play a minor? You become a major, pretty as far as you can, as fast as you can. I mean, well, the thing is that either way, I'm not. Okay, so I'm now 24. Right, because we are not getting enough here. And okay, let's just grab from Soviet Union, I guess. And rubber. Yes, definitely need more rubber. Oil. Yeah, sure. Let's get more. There we go. Production. Yeah. 3,000 support, 2k artillery. Well, artillery isn't... we don't have that much artillery, honestly, because we have what? How many divisions? Well, we have 60-something divisions to equip with artillery, so... that's quite a lot. Oh, okay, we finished justifying. They claimed states. Let's see if they join the Axis. Well, this is basically a... okay, I'm not going to micro this. That would be silly. Just gonna check if someone else joins the war. Government blood agreement been removed. Yeah, well, doesn't really matter. Sadly, they are not powerful enough, so I cannot switch to war economy. I could switch to extensive conscription, but, well, that's... we haven't even touched that, so yeah, it's probably a good idea to change it now. maybe not all the way. Just get the volunteer only. Yes, we are. Really? Well, I guess we are building. Okay, I don't need all those divisions for now. So let's just. How many do I want? Let's just build like 10. 5 more, yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you guys are gonna do it fast. Right, we got to this to remove that. Of course, they are going to pick not the closest, but the most further away. What we needed basically here is Belgrade. You guys should probably stop attacking though. There we go. Belgrade, lads, Belgrade. Well, even such thing I need to micromanage. Select all right, goodbye. Yeah, probably. And I kind of want to give the AI a chance to do something, like don't get bored. Jesus. Well, I guess we're getting more of that. Don't think I need a second line of infantry. Puppet Serbia, yeah. I think we are at World War II now, there's no need to remake the first ones, yeah. Alright, we forgot to put our Air Force to use for whatever reason, and now we are probably suffering quite heavily from the, let's see. Well, we're river crossing 20 from air superiority, yeah. Alright, let's put our close air supports. I will continue putting them in 100 until I get till I research it more. Oh, actually, this one we can. There we go. Okay, and going. So we can either go for civilian factories or military ones, and that would allow us to get a bonus for invite foreign investors plus 10% infrastructure and civilian factory, which is basically a wasted 70 days. But then we can get some aluminum that we don't need and some civilian factories and 6 steel. And we need to pick both to get the research slot, so of course this route is superior. On top of, you know, being a much faster research slot, it's also and gives us ability to design stuff ourselves as far as planes go. Oh, right. We could have probably... so yeah, we could have probably have gone for fighter competition here, for example, and get the... we would have to sacrifice, what, 3 or 4 if we want both of the, focuses, but we could get licenses, I think, even in our current situation, so... Alright. Alright, yes, of course. That. Sorry, I mean, this is like, it would be silly to just fully micro this war of all things, so we'll just... Mostly because I'm kinda tired and we'll have to, like, finish in 20 minutes, I think, so... Okay, there we go. I think we'll just take all states. Someone said to puppet Serbia and yeah, start World War I over it or something. Probably not. Look at that. So this is like what Franz Ferdinand hoped for. Or, well, not really Franz Ferdinand, Franz Josef. To get his empire so far. Okay, so we still... like, what are we supposed to put this bloody industry to use for? Minus 37, 35. Haven't we gotten, like, reasonable resource? Okay, let's unpause it first. So we got shitloads of some equipment. Mostly... I think we might have gotten some... this is a problem. That was the same issue was yesterday when I was playing Yugoslavia. The conquered equipment seems to not be updating all that well. It's acting very weird. Now, let's see what... So we got some... oh, for a second I thought that was a steel. Of course we don't have steel. We have chromium, of all things, and more aluminum. At least I think we are one-stop aluminum factory right now, and so people should be buying... Wow, really? We have 3 points of shit from... Wow. Really? No one is buying aluminum from us. I really hope that someone would. Perhaps they were buying it from Yugoslavia, and now they will start from us. Let's see. Who is selling aluminum? Well, France is, and United States, so... yeah. Soviet Union has little, yeah. You would think that people would buy it from a neutral party, but nope. Alright, wow, it's weird to have naval dockyards. How do you use those things? I wonder if there is a word in Hungarian for sea. I'm pretty sure there isn't one in Czechoslovakian, well, in Czech or Slovak. That would be silly. So yeah, we have like 10 mighty convoys. We could probably start working on that. Alright, what are we missing? Once again, bloody steel and oil. Let's just keep buying this shit from Soviet Union, I guess. Oil. Yes, as well. There we go. Modify the government. Well, we'll wait a sec. And now let's try to justify a war goal against you guys. And see if someone guarantees you. Oh, actually, yeah. Ah, damn it. That was a silly move, because they are of course guaranteeing, as you can see, Greece. So And the play here was to actually justify war against Greece and go to war against both Greece and Romania. Yeah. That was a mishap. Okay. Well, and I don't want to risk. Oh, never mind. Yes, they. So okay. So United Kingdom guaranteed them. We're going to cancel the justification, and now let's see if someone is going to guarantee. You know what? Maybe we should wait for France to fall, because I imagine France would guarantee Greece right now. Basically needs to have them waste their guarantees, and then we can go to war against someone. Yeah, I think like if we start justifying against Greece, they will probably guarantee them, and that would be bad. How long would it take to justify it against EU? Not bad. Yeah, so we definitely want all of that. We want Bulgaria because it's in the way. We want Turkey mostly because we need to get Palestine and Jordan for our achievement. So yeah, gobbling up this lot, definitely a way to go. Let's start by justifying war against them though, because they are the least worthwhile, I would say. If no one is going to guarantee them, we are going to guarantee against Greece as well. There we go. Yeah, I think anti-tank weapons are like, we need them like yesterday, so let's go for that. Although we have research bonuses for infantry equipment. Yeah, okay. First, okay, infantry equipment first. We'll deal with that and then we'll switch to artillery. Okay, back to 5. No one is guaranteeing them. Okay, so let's try to justifying here as well. It will take longer, but we do have a lot of political power to burn, so that's not an issue. Okay, so they managed to break through Maginot Line somehow. They somehow always do, and at the same time they haven't as much as touched Netherlands and Belgium. Italy managed to push through the Alps. Okay, so yeah, France is mostly done for. All right, yes. This and well, we don't need mountaineers quite just yet because, well, we have access to them. We should probably get engineer support. Yeah, without engineers you can't really fight. Like you've seen how painful it was to cross a bloody river here. So that's definitely not what you want to do. Is to fight a real war with without engineers. At some point I need to, you guys are speaking of ships, at some point I need to try playing like a, I don't know, Australia or something, and check if you can properly fight using just heavy cruisers, because based on stats, army just focused on heavy cruisers rather than battleships can be quite deadly, because heavy cruisers are amazing at killing enemy destroyers, and once you kill enemy destroyers, your own destroyers are going to tear enemy battleships apart. So that could be a very powerful build, actually, especially for a smaller navy. Because, well, as Great Britain, you don't really have to. Oh yes, the heavy cruisers of course are going to lose against the battleships, but the thing is, the battleships are so bloody. It's about the speed difference. It takes ages for the battleships to actually engage stuff, right? And if you make fast heavy cruisers, they are able to engage enemy destroyers very fast, and they are tearing destroyers apart. So the plan is to simply murder enemy destroyers, and then your own destroyers can get to the battleships, and the destroyers are, if there are battleships without destroyer support, your own destroyers are going to tear them apart with torpedoes. I know, I would have to. Battle cruisers had a problem. Like last time I used them, because they were bugged. They were just running away rather than fighting and considering themselves battleships. So I think it's in my Germany playthrough. It was ridiculous. I had like top of the line max buff battle cruisers, and they would run away against lone carrier. So that was bugged. I'm not sure if they fixed it, but like I was attempting to I had for example 100 destroyers and 60 battle cruisers top of the line, and they would run away from a single on like 2 carriers without any escort. It was ridiculous. So, and that was specifically issue with battle cruisers over battleships. So if once I added a single ship from 1918, worst fleet in my ships to the fleet, they were acting normally, but with battle cruisers were just running away. Kriegsmarine was used for convoy raiding, don't know how to actually fight. Yeah, probably. Well, we don't know, it was never tried, so...